Hi, it's Jacobs again from HLA. And in today's class, we will be discussing the sixth energy in our Counting the Omer series called Yesod, literally translated as foundation. We saw two energies ago that at an unhealthy extreme, too much netzach is forceful, dominating, crushing. On the other hand, however, too much of the last energy, Hod, is also unhealthy. Too much Hod is losing your sense of self, being out of touch with your own needs. It's needing to be attached to another person or a cause for your very sense of self. It's needy, conforming, and desperate. It's the doormat personality. A person who is only Hod may even be submissive to the point of tolerating and enabling another person's negative and addictive behaviors. So Netzach and Hod is this question of asserting your identity on the one hand and compliance and enabling another person's identity on the other. How to create a middle ground between dominating and submitting? The answer is the new energy being introduced today called Yesod. In any given situation, you have to decide how much to push for doing it your way versus letting others lead with their way. Yesod connects to both energies, which don't talk to each other. So Yesod allows you to weigh out the alternatives and create a perfect balance between the two. Yesod is supporting others without excessively sacrificing your needs. And conversely, it's asserting your own needs while remaining aware and supportive of others. When two people achieve a Yesod level in their relationship, it's the most powerful bond that can exist between two individuals. There is a real, intimate, secure connection. Each person matters. Each person can listen to the other as well as express themselves. Each person can value their interests as well as valuing the interests of the other. Each can trust that the other person cares about their needs and desires. It's a win-win mentality. There's a tremendous level of goodwill, openness, and trust. And this creates the ability for each to be vulnerable and leads to true intimacy, a true connection. I'd like to share a story to illustrate the energy of Yesod. So Debbie was hired at a prestigious marketing firm. She learned quickly and really started performing. Then she realized that her boss was taking credit for her work to the higher-ups. Debbie was stuck. She needed to distinguish herself to the higher-ups in order to earn promotions and raises. But she had to do it in a way which didn't threaten her current boss, who could make her look bad and block her advancement. The question is, how can she make him look good while she still asserts herself and makes herself look good to the higher-ups? So Debbie devised a strategy. First, she made herself indispensable to the boss. She became his go-to for information, talent, and to get the job done. In time, Debbie knew the material better than her boss did. She then went to her boss and told him how much she loved her job and especially how much she loved working for him. But because of financial pressures at home, she needed a raise and a promotion, or she would regrettably have to leave and find another job. At this point, her boss couldn't afford to lose her, so he had to go to the higher-ups and fight for her raise and promotion by singing her praises. Once again, let us do together a meditation. I invite you to please close your eyes. And again, imagine you are the drop of water in the ocean. Now you can represent your own interests as well as representing the interests of this greater entity that you are attached to. But how do you find the balance? I want to walk you through a 4-step process. First, ask yourself, what is a larger purpose that needs to be filled in the world? Instead of the ocean, you can think, what does God want done? What do the Jewish people need done? Or my family? Or my relationship? Make a list of 2 or 3 items. Next, choose the one item that right now inspires you the most, which makes you feel like you are making the greatest and most meaningful contribution to a larger whole. Now, assess your personal strengths, talents, and passions. The things that when you do them, you get lost in time, excited, that give you energy. And see how you can use these strengths, talents, and passions to contribute to that greater purpose. And number 4, lastly, figure out the way to do it, which also takes yourself into consideration and benefits and enriches yourself. You can continue with this meditation, but do not forget to look below, where I'm going to give you some questions to ponder, as well as a challenge for the day. I will see you next time with Malchus.